Hello everybody, welcome to your June 2018 general reading for your sign. This will cover your sun, moon or rising sign, so I recommend you have a look at your other aspects that make up your astrological chart. But I'm Lorien, I'm a witch, tarot reader, astrologer, psychic, whatever else you want to call me basically, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to these readings. If you do want a private reading with me, just click on the description box below, it'll take you to my website. I do Skype sessions as well if you want a one-to-one with myself. I don't mind staying up past my bedtime, I've done it before and I could do it again because I know some of you are in different time zones to me, so it doesn't worry. Also, if you do want a developmental edit on your book or novel, contact me. If you want a spell, contact me. Anything you need, just click on the link below. It's got all my details there and I'll be very happy to help you. But in the meantime, I really hope that you let me know in the comments below how things go for you. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. I really appreciate every single one of you. So without further ado, let's get on to your reading. Hello fellow Scorpios, thank you so much for joining me for your reading. This is going to be for June, like I said, and it'll cover your Scorpio sun, moon or rising sign depending on where you are. And I'm just going to clear some of this space with some Palo Santo just to make sure it's all nice and cleansed from the last few readings that I've done. There we go. It's not just your reading or the online readings, it's several others, so we don't want that contaminating it, do we? No. Right, so I'm just going to shuffle the Everyday Witch Tarot cards. That'll be the best one. And that's by Deborah Blake. Let me just tune into the energies of Scorpio coming through. Ooh. Complication or complicated. They're saying simplify. Don't make it complicated, simplify. That's what they seem to say. Don't make it complicated, just simplify it. It doesn't have to be anything that you are focusing on too much. You just have to make it simple for yourself. You don't have to throw all the bells and whistles. So whatever that means to you, just simplify it. Maybe simplify your plan, simplify your purpose, just break it down into little chunks as to what you're going to do every day. Just something that I think is not as complicated as you feel. And they want you to, the word materialism is coming up as well, so maybe there's something that you wanted to buy so much and you feel like you can't afford it, so you're going to really try and get it. And anyway, just simplify it. If you really want it, it'll come to you in a good way. If it's materialism only, I don't think it's going to work. Okay, let's do it this way. Okay, so you have Judgment coming through. Ooh, the Emperor. King of Cups. Alright, ooh, the Ace of Cups. Okay. The Hermit. The World. The Three of Pentacles. Owl and the Ten of Swords. And then you have your own card, the Death card at the bottom here. So that's all about new beginnings, but maybe fear of change as well. Get my chair right. It's a very awkward chair. It's kind of lopsided. I don't know why. Maybe the cats have actually just jumped all over them, but let's have a look and see what we've got here. Alrighty. Quiet moments. Yeah, again, getting back to the simple things, your personal values, your beliefs, maybe even your sexuality. What am I? Sean Connery? No. Maybe it's just your sexuality coming through. But you need to be very much in yourself, very much in your kind of your core, really. They're saying a little bit about feeling a bit hopeless, or maybe turning a blind eye to a situation, and they really don't want you to do that. They want you to face that situation head on. If something is not working for you, maybe it's because you already know the answer and you're ignoring it. That kind of thing. They don't want you to judge yourself too harshly, but what I can see here is that you have got kind of a rebirth and inner calling coming through that maybe requires you to be on your own for a while. A little bit of searching, a little bit of solitude, introspection that will only come if you yourself go to one side and focus on it, or
You know, it won't come to you just because you're kind of having a half an hour meditation, maybe. It'll have to have that kind of every day and that focus every day. And I think that's going to be very important for you in the months to come, is that you do kind of take that time to focus on yourself, focus on that will and that self-assertion that you often have. But I do see this as being a turning point. There is something maybe that you're just turning a blind eye to, and you're not really wanting to focus on it because it will hurt you, or it'll bring up emotions that you're not really happy about. Let's be honest, there could be something that you're feeling a bit down about, but just make sure that you have your inner calling coming through. Focus on the one thing that you feel that you're meant to do, and everything else will follow on after that. You don't have to go, but this, but this. What is the one thing that you feel that you're put on this earth to do? And then follow that. It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. It doesn't. Take it from me, it does not matter. Your plans may change, the road that you go on may lead you to somewhere entirely different. So just focus on it, okay? Just focus on the core beliefs that you have. And if you do find maybe it's a relationship or a career or a situation that you have been ignoring and you go, this isn't right, but everything else seems on the surface to be, oh, it's so nice. Maybe you need to focus on the thing that isn't really good. You know, we are no strangers, Scorpios, to the human psyche or the psychology. We can stare dead in the face to the darkness, and most of us aren't afraid of that. But some of us like to see the kind of happy, 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 joy, joy, joy. And I think in this one, it's just kind of say, look, something's wrong. You need to figure out what's wrong, or if you know what's wrong, admit it. And then you can kind of go and figure out what to do about it. And it may not be easy, you know, it may not be an easy transition for you, but I do think it's going to be a lot better for you once you accept it and are able to let it go and unravel it and move on. And unravel was the word that they put in my mouth, so whatever that means to you, I hope it makes sense. Okay, so then we have the Emperor and they have the World here, so it feels like there's two options here. Somebody, your partner, not necessarily a male, but your partner is the center of your world and the issue is about them, or it's the fact that you want a partner and that's going to be not completing your world. I would never say that your partner should be your world, to be honest. Maybe that's the center of the problem, or maybe it's that you want somebody, or maybe it's you want that kind of person to come in and you're going to see it through traveling, or you're going to see it through the completion of your goal, of your life purpose. But this is not only the life purpose. This could be something that you're kind of having to kind of rejiggle a little bit. Maybe you want to go traveling with your beloved. Maybe that's something that you want to do. But whatever it is, the issues that you face now have to be sorted out, or else you're never going to last out of that kind of traveling thing. Maybe it's this a subconscious journey as well that they're showing me that you're going on, a mystery, an unconscious connection here. But I do see that this is about structure, authority, you know, the kind of things that maybe you need in your life. And then here you have the world, and the world comes through with accomplishment and fulfillment. So maybe you're going to be feeling a little bit more structured and accomplished as time goes on. Now, this could be to do with a water sign male, but I think this is more to do with your synchronicity and your creativity, your sort of emotionally balanced connections coming through, and being part of a team. So it could be that you're actually saying there's a collaboration coming through with a very sensitive soul, with a very sensitive male who kind of knows what you've been going through and is able to actually come through to you and say, it's okay. The challenges you face are not just yours, they are shared by many other people. But it could also be that people are actually going, oh, okay, and you are teaching them, you're showing them something new and showing yourself something new. I feel as well that there's something coming through with a little bit of separation, but the community and the friendship that you're making through this learning curve, through maybe being creative and writing your feelings down, I think is a really great way of assessing what's going on within. So if you write your feelings down, I think you're going to be absolutely amazed by what your subconscious reveals to you. But then we also have the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Swords. Now this, I think, is your fear and your actuality. You fear betrayal. You fear feeling, oh, I've made a mistake, I've made a mock up, I'm never going to find somebody like this person again, or I feel like I've missed my chance, or I feel like blah blah blah. Or you fear the new beginning. Now, the Ace of Cups is about compassion and new beginning, potential, this kind of new relationship that comes through, this sense of well-being and purification rate, basically. It doesn't necessarily mean with a person, it can mean on your own as well. Maybe you fear being on your own, or maybe you fear being in a relationship because it gives you potential to be betrayed. Either way, I think that you just need to face up to the fears, stop making it overcomplicated, like I said at the beginning, and just focus on why you're here. Everything else is window dressing. Window dressing can be this. The product stays the same. If you're looking at, oh, that's a nice jumper, it doesn't matter how it's positioned. It can be in any scene. It's still a jumper. If you like it, have it. And that's the kind of experience that I think I wanted to give through. It can be dressed up whatever. You're focused on the one thing, and I think you need to get on with that, basically. And I think that's a little message to me as well, because of delays and stuff. So I'm in this with you, Scorpio. Don't worry about it. But let me know how it goes for you. I really do want to know how things work out. Let me know in the comments below. If you do want a private reading for me, everything that you need to get in contact with me is in the description box, as well as how to buy me a coffee. And also, I will look forward to reading for you in the many months to come. But in the meantime, take care, and I will speak to you all very soon.